Now let's start chapter 2, measurements in chemistry. We have all taken some measurements before. However, to take a measurement and to report your result correctly is not as easy as many people have thought. Hopefully, by the end of this chapter, all of us will become an expert in taking a measurement and reporting a correct data. Think about the report you don't have for a measurement. Very likely, it will look like this. It will be a number plus a unit. Okay, 5.6 meters, 180 pounds. The unit part of a measurement is very straightforward. However, to report the number correctly does need a little extra work. In today's lecture, we focus on the unit. We'll get rid of the unit part first. Then, in the next episode, we will focus on the number only. Talking about the unit, there are two different systems that are encountered in our daily life. The first one is the English system, inch, foot, pounds. Okay, and this is what we see all the time in our life. However, in scientific field, it is the metric system that is used, like grams, meters, liters. The reason for that is because it is a decimal unit system. It is more convenient to use. So, starting from the next slide, we're going to focus on the metric system. In the metric system, there's one base unit for each type of measurement. We're going to talk about here, we're going to use length, mass, volume as examples. So the basic unit for length measurement is meter. The basic unit for mass measurement is grams, and volume is liter. Then to that base unit, you will add the prefixes to indicate the size of the unit to make it bigger or smaller. For example, millimeter, milligrams, milliliter. You add the prefix milli to the base system, to the base unit, you get a new unit. We also have kilometer, kilo, prefix, kilograms, or we do not have kiloliter. We don't use that. But again, there are prefixes you're going to use to add to the base unit to change the size of the unit. The prefix is independent of the base unit, regardless for in the case of milli, regardless it is in the length, gram, the liter, they have the same meaning. So is the kilo. These are the common prefixes in the metric system. In this class, you may want to focus and practice on the conversions among these prefixes. Okay, you are required to know how to convert among these kind of units. If you feel like you are not an expert yet in these unit conversions, please find some tutorials online. There are plenty. Okay, I guarantee for all of us, if you can spend 30 minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes on the tutorials, and then do another 20-30 minutes of conversion, you will become an expert on this. These are the stuffs that once you learn them, you will not forget them. And all of the future questions involving this convergence, which will appear in the quiz and exam, all of these questions will become free points for you in all the science field classes. Doesn't have to be chemistry, it could be physics or anything else. Now, what we are going to talk about in the next few slides, very likely all of us know them already. Okay, the length, the basic unit for length is meter. Length is the distance between 2 points. A meter is about a yard, a little longer than a yard, so 1.09 yard. Base unit for mass is gram. What we do need to talk about a little more is mass, the difference between mass and weight. Mass is the amount of matter in the sample. Once you have a sample, regardless where you bring it to, the mass will never change. The amount of the matter in the sample will not change as long as it's the same sample. However, weight is the force exerted on an object, on the sample, by gravitational forces, which means depending on the location of the sample, is it on the moon, on the earth, or maybe even different spot on the earth, the weight of our sample could be different. Talking about the mass gram, this is the size of a gram, is 1/454 pound. If that is not very clear, let's do it in a different way. Okay, 1 pound is 454 grams. So grams, now you have a feeling about how much 1 gram is. It is relatively a very small unit. The base unit for volume is liter, and volume is the space occupied by a sample. 1 liter is 1,000 cubic centimeter. 1,000 cubic centimeter is 1 cubic decimeter. 1 milliliter is the same as 1 cubic centimeter. Now we see two different kinds of units for volume. Okay, one is milliliter, one is centimeter cubed, and they are of the same size. You may want to ask, why do people have two different units for the same size of volume? Well, it's a habit, basically. Milliliter is generally used for liquids and gases, and cubic centimeter is generally used for solids. However, they are of the same size. This is an object of 1 liter, and this part is 1 cubic centimeter, which is 1 milliliter. Again, centimeter cubed, milliliter are two different units that have the same size. This slide is trying to give us an idea of the size of a liter. 1 liter is a little over 1 quart. If again that doesn't give you a clear picture, let's talk about a gallon. We all know how much 1 gallon is. 1 gallon milk jar. Okay, 1 gallon is about 3.8 liter, or you can say 1 gallon is close to 4 liter. Now you have an idea about the size of a liter.